Welcome to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, the owner of Lincoln Lending Group right here in Tampa Bay for 23 years. Joined by his incredible co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara & Associates, Tampa's top real estate company. Together, they have helped finance and close nearly $1 billion of real estate every year. If you're looking for local mortgage or real estate advice, the Business Happy Hour team has been right here on News Radio WFLA for over a decade. Listen right here or find us on the Business Happy Hour YouTube channel or follow us on Instagram at Frank the Bank Cotto. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious mortgage, real estate, and business talk with two of Tampa's top experts. Here's Frank the Bank and Senia.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour, your number one show for all things business and entrepreneurial. Look at me getting Instagram and social media started at the exact same time that I've got the radio firing today. We are hitting on all cylinders today at the Business Happy Hour. Thank you, everybody, for joining the show, whether it's bright and early on Saturday or Sunday mornings. We love watching you guys join the show and ask questions. Please always remember you can do that. You can chime in because we are all over social media. Senia is jumping on our Instagram right now. We are always Instagram live, but that's usually between usually it's Mondays. Once a month, it's Mondays from 11 to 12. Normally, it is Tuesdays from 11 to 12. We are Instagram and Facebook Live. You can catch Senia and I right here in the studio. And then you can always listen to us on Saturday and Sunday mornings live on the radio, or you can watch us on YouTube. All of our shows are played or replayed, we'll say, on YouTube. You can see the full-length video shows. And please like and share and send it out to people. The only way people know you from social media is when you like and share. You got to tell your friends, right, son?
That's right.
How you doing? How's your weekend?
It was good.
What'd you do?
It was exhausting. We actually, my husband had some friends in town from Minnesota.
Oh.
So they had fun.
Yeah. Oh, the boys
Lots
had fun?
of golfing. Well, I did go out with them last night.
Okay. Where'd y'all go? What'd you do?
We went to Mr. Dunderbox.
Oh, I've been
for
there.
Dinner. You have? I haven't been there in
Yes.
forever. Not since like they had a, University Mall is just a little place.
Yes.
I loved it though. Their new spot. It's just.
Wait, where is it? New Tampa?
Yeah, right off of
It's like
Bruce B. Downs.
Yeah, it's like a real restaurant there.
Yeah, so we
was
had a
nice.
Jaeger schnitzel.
What?
And beer cheese soup and
Yes.
beer, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was fun. Saturday, I went to the beach because our weather.
Oh, my
I'm
gosh.
loving this weather.
We drove over there Saturday, too, just for a couple
did?
hours to do a couple things.
Yeah.
I could not believe how good the weather was. There was like a cool breeze, but you still had the sunshine. The waves were calm. Didn't it just make you love being in Florida?
I'm loving it, and I need to get to the beach just more often. Like, there's no reason that, we can't do that, even
No.
once a weekend.
Where did you guys go? What beach did you go to?
Well, it's actually super close. Like, from where we're at, you ever go to Fred Howard?
Oh, wait.
Like right down Tarpon Spring, and you just go
Yeah.
all the way through Tarpon Springs. And you know what? That's probably my new favorite spot just because it's small.
Yeah.
Parking's easy, straight drive, no traffic, and my kids just loved it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is great. All right. So the beach, hopefully you guys are getting your butts out to the beach. I'm over here trying to find my radio show notes from the last show here. But you guys have got to get yourselves out to the beach. You live in sunny Florida for a reason. What's your favorite beach? Is it Indian Rocks, Madeira, St. Pete, Clearwater? What is this, Fred Howard?
Well, Fred Howard, but it's a little one.
Okay.
I think my favorite one, when we go out a little bit further, is probably Paso Grill.
Paso Grill. Okay.
Yeah.
Paso Grill's
'Cause,
really nice.
it's kind of just calm, not as touristy. But Clearwater Beach is beautiful too.
Yeah, you like the smaller beaches, it sounds like.
Yeah, like Anna Maria, I love.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go over the Skyway.
Yeah, Anna Maria is a great one. Little known spot, little shops over there.
Yeah.
Really, really cute beach.
On just the water and the sand.
Yeah, it is awesome. And we have like Caldisi, isn't it what it's called? Caldisi Island?
Yes, you know what? I've been meaning to get over there. I don't know that I have.
Yeah, you got to do that too.
Like Honeymoon,
Honeymoon's
I've been
beautiful.
to, but Caldisi, don't you have to take a boat?
A
or
little
something?
ferry.
Yeah, okay. I need
it's
to do
really,
that.
really odd. There's a lot of what do they used to call them? There used to be a show on TV. I think it was Channel 8 actually. They called it One Tank Trips. Do you remember that, James? The One Tank Trips. And every night, I don't know if it's every night or every week on the news, they would come up and say, "Hey, Floridians, you're watching the news right now. Here's a one tank trip." They did make it a book. That's right. James is right. You can actually buy that book probably on Amazon right now. It's a one tank trip book, and it was really, really cool. And it would just kind of tell you, somewhere you could go in under a tank of gas. And it was a lot of fun. So Anyway, Floridians, there's a little news this weekend. Did you see what happened this weekend over in the other side of the world?
Yes, I think everybody probably did,
Yeah.
and yeah,
It's a little crazy what's going on over there. We don't have to get into the politics of that. There's a lot of other great shows. I'm sure Ryan Gorman was talking about it all morning this morning, and everybody's obviously going to have their opinions on that. But I'd like to kind of talk about how does that affect us over here, maybe in the financial market, in the real estate market, because something interesting happened when I was driving to the show. I'll tell you this, then, is I text people this weekend because people are like, oh my God, what's this mean? What's it mean for the markets? And I said, well, what it would normally mean is that it would mean short-term uncertainty, which would normally lead to a drop in interest rates. Right, because the market, especially the rate market, doesn't like uncertainty. They like certainty. When there's certainty and everything's calm, that's when they can raise the rates. It's kind of crazy, right? But when things are a little off, that's when they're like, oh, we better lower rates because if people are uncomfortable, then they're not going to buy. They're not going to do transactions. Interesting. This morning, I'm literally driving to the show. The rates come out slightly higher than Friday. Not expected. I completely thought they were going to come out lower. And so I called a buddy who does like geopolitical things, and he's also a finance major and whatnot. And I said, why do you think this happened? And he said, because the after effects were not expected. And I said, what do you mean by that? He said that the response from Iran wasn't the response that is typical, I guess, in these, you're kind of, if you think about it, we're at war in a way. Right? Maybe we didn't declare it. I don't know the politics of that part, but we have this unrest, and we're shooting missiles, and we're attacking, and we're doing these things on the offensive. Normally, this would see a drop because you would see casualties and you would see bad things happening back. But he thinks it might have something to do with how Iran attacked other Middle Eastern countries, and by doing that, it creates less uncertainty in the market because now it's not like a global catastrophe stemming from the Middle East. It's almost like, in a way, a united front, right? And I'm not saying that's good. I mean, I don't want anybody attacking anybody, but the fact that it could easily go the other way. Israel and U.S. coming in, attacking a Middle Eastern country, no matter who it is, and then it could have flown. You could have had all the countries saying, "Hey, don't do that." It could have been a big fight all of a sudden. Superpowers, but it seemed like there's something different happening here. And so I'm going to encourage us, right, in the market, let's watch the market this week. Let's learn from this and see what happens. And every day we're going to have a little bit more news. Like my wife came in this morning. My daughter's supposed to go to D.C. next Monday for a school trip. And they're like, should we cancel it? Should we not let her go? And I said, I think we just need to see what happens over the next week because this might be completely different than what we think could happen. What's your take on that? You're like,
I think there's just the uncertainty. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think anybody really knows how this is going to play out.
No, but let's hope it doesn't. We don't want anybody to get hurt or die or anything like this. But it kind of seems like this has been a long time coming, and not for nothing. I'd like to see a quick ending to whatever happens, and I think the best thing that we could have is people being together on this. The more people in the world support one way or the other is probably the better for everybody. And good news is they're far, far away from us. So hopefully it doesn't hurt America on the mainland. But you never know when something like this happens. So for the market, guys, for Sen and I, we're going to do some stats here. We're going to get into some numbers in a minute. It's kind of uncertain, but right now rates did go up a tiny bit, but good news is they are still very low. Your FHA and VA, for example, went from like 4.25 with an APR of about 4.4 on a 5-year ARM up to 4.375. So I mean, it's still ridiculously low. And that 4.375 would have like a 4.52 APR. So still a very, very, very good rate. You guys are in good shape. If you're looking for your 30-year fixes, you are still far under 6%. The news, did you hear about this, Sen? Last week on, I think it was Thursday, the actual like Fox and CNN and MSNBC and all that came out and we're announcing the rates are under 6% for the first time in the last few years.
Oh.
Which is like, hey, that's what they're being
Yeah,
told.
I mean, I've been seeing it, but that's good.
It's
so,
good.
Yeah, so the public knows.
So the public knows. I guess you and I are not the only radio and news station out there, right? But yeah, so now the public knows the rates are a little bit lower. So what has been going on in the market? How about over at Mahar and Associates?
I mean, we're busy. So at Mahar and Associates particularly, we are remodeling our main office.
Ooh, nice.
So Ray's been stressing about that, but it's almost done. They're actually moving back in today.
Okay.
So our agents haven't had, place to go to since, I guess, the holidays. But we're all excited. Like we did, tearing down walls.
Oh, you closed it down, like full reno.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So I'm really excited to see it. I know Ray is just ready to have it, done and behind him. We're busy.
So how, tell everybody, where is the Mahar office?
We are on Dale Mabry.
Okay.
12968. Yeah, North Dale Mabry Highway, like right there, Fletcher, Dale Mabry.
Yeah. Centrally located.
Centrally located. I mean, yeah, you can get to us from anywhere.
Yeah, and you have conference room. People want to come in and
we
meet
do.
and whatnot.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
As of now, yes. That'll be a newly revamped conference room.
I love it. And if they do want to get in touch with you, because, by the way, Cenia does the real estate. I do the finance side. How are they going to do that?
They can call me at 813-755-REAL.
I love it. 755-REAL is how you get to find Cenia. And, of course, I want you to check out the new Lincoln Lending Group website. We have all the information now on the website. Sen, we've got to get you on here. By the way, I haven't even done those little link things yet. I know as a business owner, you got to look at your website, but go to LincolnLendingGroup.com or LincolnLend.com. It'll bring you to the new website, and you can check out all the programs. There's some neat little buttons where you can just get information. You can go right into a pre-approval. We can link up with Cenia on here. You can call us, text us, email us. You figure it out. We'll get you guys taken care of here. And that's, again, LincolnLendingGroup.com. And we do want you guys to follow us. Follow Sen. We never say that. Realtor Sen, K-S-E-N on Instagram, right?
Well, I'm not as busy on the socials as you are.
No, it's all right.
But yes, Realtor Sen.
Realtor Sen and Frank the Bank Cotto. We'll be back on the Business Happy Hour in just a minute. Stay tuned. Let's do it. Dude, something happened to my Remarkable, and I'm over here freaking out. I lost all of our radio shows, all my notes.
I think, didn't it do an update or something? Because mine looked a little weird when I started it up.
But it's gone. Let me try date created. I lost like a month worth of radio shows, which makes no sense whatsoever.
They're probably just missing or hiding somewhere.
Maybe it just needs to connect to the internet or something. Oh, maybe I need to just do it. Yeah, I love it. As if I don't, right? All right, settings. Let's get to Wi-Fi, and let's get this back on iHeartGuest. All right, let's see. Let me use what James put on the screen here. James, that's a 0, isn't it? Yeah. No, I got it. It's a 0 that you got on the screen. For the Wi-Fi. I'm just looking at that. M3. Just give me about 10 seconds. 3 exclamation point. All right, let's make sure Craig didn't notify us he's here before we go back on. Okay, good. Then we're good. Rock and roll then.
All the best mortgage or real estate advice from Tampa Bay's top experts. It's the Business Happy Hour with Frank the Bank Cotto and Cenia Kishina.
Hey, Tampa Bay. Welcome back to the Business Happy Hour, your number one show for all things business and entrepreneurial. I'm your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, the owner of LincolnLendingGroup.com and 813mortgage.com, which we want you to go to the new website. Just go to LincolnLendingGroup.com and you can check us out on there and see all the information you need to get the great mortgage rates and info. There's a loan officer opportunity page, mortgage calculator, all kinds of fun stuff. LincolnLendingGroup.com. If you hear us say anything you like, go there. And if you hear something something you don't like, don't go there. And Cenia, of course, with Mahar and Associates, going to have a brand new office. Sen, we're going to go do a little video from your brand new Mahara office.
Let's do it.
For the radio show. Yes. So as soon as how long before it's done?
Well, I think it's done.
Done?
We're just, now it's just dusting off and, cleaning things up. But yeah, the official move back in day is today.
Yay! Okay, I won't go today. I'll give you guys a few days to get it finished up completely.
Yeah.
And then I'll go. So, Sen, let's do the real estate stats because we've got Craig Goss from Goldstar Foundation on here. I'm going to pull up his website while you're pulling up the stats real quick so I can make sure everybody knows where they're going to go because Craig has been a guest on the show a few times and they're having a big golf tournament to support Goldstar families. It's goldstarawareness.com, goldstarawareness.com. So check that out. But Sen has the stats. We're going to talk some real estate. Let's do it.
Okay. So for January numbers, and let's just go ahead and do the MSA. So that's our 4 counties, Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Hernando. So overall, we've talked that closed sales were down by almost 9% for January. That's year over year.
Ooh, okay, 9%.
But I'm hearing that I think that's a kind of a national thing too. I think just overall, closed sales activity was down. But again, remember that this is, contracts that would have been, from the holidays.
From the holidays.
Thanksgiving, December. Okay. So this is, closings that happened. Because, starting January, I feel like we did get busier, more buyers out there, open houses have gotten busier. So I think, that number is definitely going to start ticking back up.
All right. Well, you started out with a pretty big drop there, so I'm going to let you recover now.
All right. Well, the average sale price, though, that was up by 5.3% year over year. And this is in our MSA. So the average sale price is almost $518,000.
Okay. And this is the Tri-County area or?
Yeah. And then they put in Hernando in here as well. So usually when I have the breakdowns, I have Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco. But then when they do the MSA, they stick Hernando in there because I don't know if Hernando, all of it is like our same MLS. I think there's a couple of different ones there.
So prices from January 25 to January 26 up 5.3% in the whole Tampa Bay area.
For the average, yep.
For the average. So last week, a guy literally standing in my office was like, well, because these prices keep coming down and things just aren't looking strong, I'm going to wait a couple more months. Sen, what should we do with a client when they say that to us? Like, do you combat them? Do you say, actually, you're wrong? Like, how do we do that?
I mean, yeah, and actually they are wrong because, listen, prices have definitely softened. The people that were used to, our, pandemic market when just, there's basically no inventory, everybody was doing bidding wars and prices did go up so much.
Right.
We haven't seen a huge appreciation.
I agree.
But there also really hasn't been a significant decline, which for buyers, the problem is affordability overall, but rates have gone down a little bit lower. I think people have just kind of gotten used to that. Hey, this is, the new normal. And I think the hope is that, hey, when rates do drop, you go refi. Right now, do not wait to go buy your house. Start looking now because market has been waking up.
It has been. And 5%, let's do some math for some people you said the average price is how much right now?
Let's just say 520.
520. All right, so let's do some
math.
And
it's higher in Hillsborough where it's actually more like 557 and 639 in Pinellas. So this is just when they combine them together with the Pasco.
Yeah. So let's use 550. Okay. Right? Kind of nice middle price. $550,000. And if your price of your house went up 5.3%, so let's say you're waiting from last January and now it's this January, you add times 5%, that's $27,500. $27,500 more you're paying for that house, right? So how about this? Let's figure out what is that in a payment. Let's do $27,000. She's like, what math is this guy doing? $27,500 in the form of a payment on a 30-year mortgage, and let's say you're at a good rate. Let's say you're at a 5.75. That is going to be a difference of $160 a month. So you waiting from last year to this year, thinking the market is soft, just costs you almost $30,000 and $160 a month. It's easy math, right?
Yeah.
Why wait? So what else we got? We got prices are up. Keep giving me good news.
So we got that. A median time to contract's about 50 days right now. And that's, across the board with the county. So that just means from the time, you list your home, you get a contract. But I will say, though, that's really not super accurate either because homes that are priced well in great condition, my, last 2 contracts, I had offers within a week.
Yeah.
Got them under contract, they'll be closing. So, I think depending on the area.
See, that's interesting. I'm hearing the same thing. And you keep bringing up something to the listeners every week. We talk about how hyper local real estate is. Where were those houses that went under contract so fast?
I mean, like Carrollwood area, but I mean, we have our, little pockets that are just really desirable, obviously convenient locations.
Right.
Some people are veering away, a little further from, the water, flood zones.
Yeah. Flood zones and water. Yes. I imagine it's still a little bit slower in the beach areas, right?
Well, I think, that makes it a little tough, with insurance and, that's the other part of affordability, taxes, insurance. I do hope that something, maybe gets done with taxes. I think that'll definitely be a big boost.
Yes, we are all crossing our fingers, if nothing else. Matter of fact, Craig Goss just made it into the studio. Welcome, Craig. How you doing?
Yes,
I am
hello.
doing well. So good to see you both.
Yes.
I have never driven over the bridge as fast as I did today. Don't tell the police. Please.
No. Hey, thank God they weren't out. I should have messaged you.
They
too.
were out. They were
Were
out. They had somebody caught on the right-hand side before me. I was like, okay, I got a free ride now. So I just
There you go.
pedal to the metal, down the road.
Yeah, so Craig was coming from Mission Barbecue, one of our favorite restaurants. We go there every month and do our big in-person meeting, and that's how we got to meet Craig. Craig's the founder, right, of GoldstarAwareness.com?
Well, actually, my wife is the founder.
Okay, we'll give her credit.
Yeah, I got voluntold to join. Yeah.
Voluntold.
So,
That's like what I do to my 16-year-old. I voluntold him all the time.
Yeah, right.
It's great. So it's Craig, we were just going over our real estate stats for the day. Cindy and I were talking about how the market is kind of up. When we get into the next segment, we're going to finish that up, and then we're gonna talk to you because you guys have a great golf tournament coming up.
Yeah.
And Gary from Operation Elevate wasn't able to make it, but we're going to link you guys up later so we can have the two of you guys combine your forces. We got to get people aware of GoldstarAwareness.com, the golf tournament, and helping our Gold Star family. So, Sen, when we get back, let's get back into the stats here a little bit because I know people last week we kind of deviated a little bit. We need to tell them where the market is, and so far so good on prices being up. 50 days on the market seems like a long time, but not if you're selling at the right price in the right place, right?
That's right.
All right, so stay tuned. You're going to find out where the right place and right price is on the Business Happy Hour. All right. You made it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good to see you.
Do you want to put your phone up and go Instagram Live with us?
I don't have Instagram or anything.
Okay. Do you have Facebook or anything or no?
I have Facebook, yeah.
I mean, you can if you want. If not, I'll just send
I
you all
could
the
turn my...
Oh, you want to just do that? Yeah. Just
Yeah.
turn that towards him when he's speaking. That'll be perfect. Don't worry about it, Craig. We'll get you on that way.
Yeah, I'm not very
You're good.
efficient at this social media stuff.
So is the big thing today? We want to push the golf tournament. I'll let you kind of tell the story of Gold Star again to everybody. We'll have you'll have a solid. Let's see, 12:08. We got 20 minutes left. You'll have like a solid 13 minutes or so.
Okay.
Like that.
Wonderful.
So
Fantastic.
We'll get you in for the whole rest. And we'll find. What do you have any other stuff? Any listings or anything you want to go over? I can talk about going into the Mahara listing in my neighborhood this week.
Oh. Did you go see it?
I did go see it.
Ah.
Who was running? Sharon was running it.
Okay.
Sharon? I better not say that wrong. Hold on. All right, give me 10 seconds. I want to confirm a name. Yep, 10 seconds and you're good. Let me just make sure I have the right person. Yeah, it was Sharon. Sharon open house.
I've had a bad cold.
Oh, you get
something's going
everybody
around.
has had
I'm
that.
over it now, but I still have that lingering.
It lingers.
It's the yeah.
Mine pretty much just ended last week.
Whatever the Chinese put in our coffee.
No, mine's starting. My little one got sick last weekend. My big one got sick this weekend. I mean, both, fevers, nothing too major, but I mean, coughs. And
That's my new business card.
Sniffles.
That's my new business
Oh,
card.
thank
And you
you.
see Frankie's bio on the back. And then I brought one of each of these for you.
Oh, beautiful.
Aw,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Just keep the legacy going.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, with what's going on out there right now, too.
Well, we have 3 more Gold Star families on board, and
Yeah,
that's very sad.
there's another one out, Berlander?
So we have 4.
We have 4. So you should bring that up. I mean, we can slide that in for sure because I mean that's why you're around.
Yeah,
help
that's
those
right.
families. So,
Yeah.
and can I ask you on the show? Can I? Is this appropriate for me to say like, all right, you find out about this. Does your foundation reach out to these families like proactively, something like that?
Yeah. You can ask that question.
Okay.
We
Okay, let me ask that on the air. All right, James, we're ready when you are.
Welcome to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, the owner of Lincoln Lending Group right here in Tampa Bay for 23 years. Joined by his incredible co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara and Associates, Tampa's top real estate company. Together, they have helped finance and close nearly $1 billion of real estate every year. If you're looking for local mortgage or real estate advice, the Business Happy Hour team has been right here on News Radio WFLA for over a decade. Listen right here or find us on the Business Happy Hour YouTube channel or follow us on Instagram at Frank the Bank Cotto. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious mortgage, real estate, and business talk with two of Tampa's top experts. Here's Frank the Bank and Senia.
All right, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour, your number one show for all things business and entrepreneurial. We are having a great show. Senia just brought the stats from January to January. Remember, guys, this is year over year, 2025 to 2026. 5.3% up in sales price. All right, we just did some math to show people if they waited a year to buy, it was almost $28,000 more they would pay for the $550,000 house and $160 more a month. What else you got? Give me some good news.
Well, I mean, we've got inventory. I mean, it's growing, but I really feel like it was growing a lot more
right
than it is now. So, I mean, it's still up by 5.4% year over year, but that puts us at 3.9 months supply.
So we're still a little low on supply.
Yeah, so I mean, but I do think that there's more listings coming, more buyers are out there, and for buyers, I mean, if there are more buyers out there, that's your competition.
That is.
You're not going to have that same leverage, come, springtime, which I mean, it's March.
Yes.
It's already March. So, I mean,
gosh.
things are heating up. Like, you really need to get out there and get the deals done now while sellers are willing to be more flexible and give you the concessions and, pay your closing costs and things like that. It's not going to stick around.
No, my prediction, this might be the best buying spring and summer you've ever seen. Because historically, this is when it really rocks, and it starts right now. And the reason is because families want to move during spring break and summer. So they start making these, the looking and the transitions, and then they're ready because they don't want to move when the kids are in school. So that's why you've got to get out there now. Send the days on market you mentioned.
Yeah.
Some areas are 50 days, some areas.
I mean, this is what
week.
it's saying as the average.
Right.
But yeah, if you're pricing the home well, it's in good condition, you're in a good area. I mean, I would still expect you'll get a contract within a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So it's the beginning
That's
of the March
definitely
now.
Feasible.
And you get you list now with Mahar and Associates. You might go into contract 2-3 weeks, right?
Yeah,
you're still
sure.
closing before the summer. You've got time right now to list. Speaking of listings, I went in the Mahara listing on Sunday and got to say hello to Sharon, one of the great Mahara agents over there. It is on Sprucin Drive in Odessa. If you want an Odessa address, I actually know the address now. It's 15306 Sprucin. 15306 Sprucin. It is a big house. I want to say it's approaching 6,000 feet. It has a huge race garage in the back that I got to check it out. A giant race garage. I think you could probably fit easily 3, maybe 4 Ferraris in there.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe you could get a muscle cars if you like, but I like the Italian stuff. So I'm thinking you could get some Ferraris in there. It has the race deck flooring already, air conditioned, double giant bay doors, like resort style pool out back, and 2 other large sheds for storage and other things like that. So for the money, and you're sitting on, I think, an acre or over. And
I love your neighborhood.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's a little outside of my budget, but I've always kind of coveted that little spot you have over there.
It's beautiful. You have access to a little lake over there. It's just very serene. No sidewalks, which is kind of weird, but it kind of has that estate feel to it. And there's some smaller homes in there too. My house is not 6,000 square feet. But our neighborhood has all kinds of stuff. But this one is, if you are a race car person or a car person, you're done. You can buy this place. So reach out to Sen. Sen, how does she find you?
Yeah, call me at 813-755-REAL.
That's it, 755-REAL. So reach out to Sen. Sen, you ready to talk about Goldstar awareness?
Yes, and I'm so happy you made it. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, Craig, I know you hauled butt over here. So we've had Craig on the show a couple times. We're going to start with the happy. All right, Craig, because every time you come here, I have to bring a tissue, I swear. But it's a serious thing that's going on. Let's talk the happy. First of all, GoldstarAwareness.com. Your wife founded this organization in honor of your son, Corporal Frank R. Gross. and an amazing organization. So we're going to talk about exactly what that does in just a minute. But if you don't mind, let's talk about this golf tournament, right? Because a lot of guys they want to support a cause, and sometimes they don't have a lot of time, but they're ready to spend a little money and help, and they love to play golf. What better way to do it than go play some golf and support a cause and be there with some great people? So tell us about the golf tournament.
Okay, it's going to be on the 29th of March. It's going to be held at Timber Greens Golf Club up in Newport Richey. A beautiful layout, a fantastic course. I played last Friday, and it's in pristine condition.
Awesome.
The greens are as good as anything that you'll get at Sawgrass or Innisbrook or any of the top courses in the nation.
Oh, you're getting me excited now.
Very, very good. The fairways are like hitting off your carpet in your living room.
Wow.
The course is really, really well kept, well maintained.
Man.
So we're going to limit it to 100 golfers.
Okay.
The reason for that is because, number one, we don't want to get greedy. We don't want to have 140 golfers out there and it takes all day to play a round of golf.
Good point. Yep.
So we're going to try to limit it at about 100 golfers. And we're going to have some excellent auction items at the tournament. One that I'm very happy to get was from the Paul and Susan Schulman Foundation. They gave us a foursome at the old memorial. Now, Paul has to play with the team, but he's going to pay for the caddies. He's going to pay for the lunch afterwards. So we're talking about $1,500 auction item. We have a couple other big ticket items that are going to be auctioned off. So it's going to be very well done. The folks from Amalie Oil have stepped up to be our Goldstar sponsor for the tournament.
Wow.
We have three levels. We have Goldstar, which is $10,000. We have Blue Star, which is $5,000, and then we have Silver, which is $2,500. So we have one $10,000 sponsor, two $5,000, and then two $2,500 sponsors.
So we've got the $5,000 and the $2,500s left.
If somebody wants to get in the $5,000 or $2,500, we're not limited to just one company.
Got it. Okay, so other people can do that.
So yes, and this is to support families of the fallen.
Yes.
If you want me to explain that,
please do explain. Okay. Explain what the foundation does.
So, if you're in the military and you have a son or daughter that's serving our country, your family is a Blue Star family. If your son or daughter is killed in action, then your Blue Star turns into a Gold Star. That's how my wife and I became Gold Star family. And our son was killed 16 July 2011 in Afghanistan, Corporal Frank Robert Gross. And Frankie was an exceptional young man. But my wife and I, even though we grew up in families that were military related, we had no idea that there was this Gold Star organization. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, my sister, her husband was killed on the same day as our son, 19 years earlier. She didn't know that she was a Gold Star wife.
Oh, my God.
And so when we started our foundation, we made sure that she got a Gold Star pin. And then we were on a mission. And so, we try to pay attention to what's going on out there. If there's a family in the Tampa Bay area that loses a son or daughter in the war, then we reach out to those families as soon as we possibly can. We just had a soldier that was killed over in Poland in an accident on base over there, and my wife has become very good friend with his wife. Mm-hmm. She's had some very difficult issues, financial issues and everything, because now her source of income is gone.
Right.
And so we have given her money to help her with rent and expenses and everything. She's got a little 12-year-old daughter. We've also helped her navigate some legal issues that she's having. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we do. We don't limit it just giving money to these people. We try to help them with their grief.
Yeah.
We try to line people up with, there's an organization called Grief Share. We highly recommend that people go to a Grief Share meeting. It's a 13-week meeting that you go to, and at the end of the 13 weeks, it really helps tremendously. My wife and I went when about a year after Frankie was killed in action, and then we became facilitators for that organization, and we did that for almost 12 years.
Wow.
So, but as far as this tournament is concerned, it's going to be really off the charts. It's going to be one of the best ever. And the folks from Amalie Oil are actually going to come in the night before, decorate the room. They're going to have seat covers on all the chairs. They're going to put beautiful tablecloths on the table. They're putting centerpieces in the center of the tables for us.
Awesome.
It's going to be really, it's not just a regular old, well, okay, guys, let's get together and have a couple beers after the 18 holes. It's going to be very, very high end.
I love it.
Very, very nice.
Are we going to get some media there?
I'm going to reach out to Charlie Belcher and see if he can help us, and then we're also going to reach out to Channel 10.
Okay.
Courtney Robertson.
Yep.
With Channel 10. She happens to be a Goldstar daughter.
Oh.
Her father was killed in action.
Perfect.
And so Courtney, we're going to reach out to her as well. So we're going to try to get some media coverage there. Yes.
Yeah, and get with me after the show. I have somebody you can reach out to as well on that, and you never know what iHeart may be able to do to help. They love supporting these causes too. So we'll see what we can do to help you guys. And I know I will be at that tournament. I've got to get you some names.
Yes.
As well.
I need your foursome.
Yes, and I think Sen, you should try to come too. See if you can.
Well, I know somebody in my household that would love to come. He does not shy away from any kind of golf thing. So yeah, if you can give me info,
and we could probably work that out as well. Yeah, we could get all that together. So we're gonna take a break in the business happy hour. When we get back, we're gonna talk to Craig a little bit about what's going on right now in Iran, because sadly we have a few new Goldstar families. So we're gonna talk about that on the business happy hour. And I want you guys to go to goldstarawareness.com. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a minute. All right. Last segment. What do you want to focus on besides asking? And you should ask that question. You want to ask it like, hey, so what happens about, we have families now, are they proactive or whatever?
You're talking about the
four new families. Well, we could also talk about in June, the National Goldstar Mothers nationwide. They're having their yearly their annual convention here in Tampa. Oh. Be the first time that they've had it here.
That's a different organization?
And, that is a different organization. I don't know if that's apropos to the subject that we're talking to now.
No, absolutely. Yeah. But this is yours. Like you tell me what you want to do in the last 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'll let you take that away. We'll come back. I'll reintroduce the topic, reaffirm the golf tournament. Oh, they just go to the website to sign up for the golf tournament?
Yes.
Goldstar Awareness?
Yes. It's www.goldstar.awareness.com.
All right. Golf. And they can be a sponsor.
And they can also, there's a donate button there. There's a button to sign up for the tournament, and then there's also a donate button.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know Steve from 50 Legs, but he lost his leg in a motorcycle accident, and he's given away hundreds of prosthetics with his organization. Steve Chamberlain. He's a very, very well known in the area. He's actually sponsoring 2 holes.
Nice.
So we're getting some great momentum.
Yeah.
Very, very well. I mean, better than any year that we've done this. This will be our 4th year of having a tournament.
This is great.
Last year we tried to do a pickleball tournament, and that was a disaster. That was a disaster. I'll never do a pickleball tournament again. I mean,
Well, it's a whole different game with pickleball.
No.
All right, we'll follow. And I'll just let you flow and say whatever you want to do, and we'll bounce off of you. All right. Ready?
Let's get back to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, owner of Lincoln Lending Group, and his co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara and Associates.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. We've got one of our favorite guests in here, one of the best causes you could ever support. That is goldstarawareness.com. We just learned in the last segment what a Gold Star family is, and I will tell you it is the last star that you ever want to get, but it is a very serious star, and a lot of families are members, and they deserve a star, and they don't even know it. So let's start by making sure you know what it is. Gold Star family, go to goldstarawareness.com, and if you love to play golf and you like to just give your money to a good cause and play some golf, and you get to have a couple beers, all for a great cause, goldstarawareness.com. They are having their golf tournament on, I'll let you say it again, Craig,
29 March, where registration starts at 0800.
All right.
At 0845, we'll have a raising of the flag, a national anthem, and a prayer.
All right.
And then we'll tee off at 0900, and it's going to be very, very exciting.
Yes.
So.
And there's going to be some media there, lots of decorations, lots of prizes. Hey, maybe you want to play golf at Old Memorial and you don't have somebody that can get you on. This is your chance right here to play at Old Memorial. So you got to get over there. And Craig promises that the greens are like carpet out there. That
Yes.
They are beautiful.
Yes.
Nice carpet. Nice, well-trimmed carpet, not the shag kind.
I 3-putted 3 holes last week because they're so fast.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
It's challenging.
If you're a good golfer, you want a good green, and you know that.
Yes.
So Goldstar
and
awareness.
the weather too. If it's like it is today, I mean,
Yes.
it's going to be a perfect day
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
It's going to be a perfect day no matter what.
And you mentioned the Old Memorial, but the tournament itself is at Timber Greens.
That's right, Timber
So
Greens.
we don't want to confuse anybody there, because if you show up at Old Memorial, they're not going to let you through the gate.
No.
I can tell you that right now.
But you come play at Timber Greens, and you can bid on
Yes.
a foursome at Old Memorial.
Yes.
So, Sen, I know you had a question for Craig about.
Well, in light of the news, obviously the whole Iran situation,
Yes.
and actually James just told us that it wasn't 3 new Goldstar families, but 4 now. I guess, can you tell us how you get involved? Like, you reach out to them and.
Okay. Well, the way that this really works is, first of all, we wait to find out where these soldiers are from, what part of the country. If they are within our area here on the west coast of Florida, actually, if they're any place in the state of Florida, if they're a family from the state of Florida, we will reach out to them and we'll find out what they need. It's not always financial needs that they have. Sometimes it's just they need somebody to talk to. And I have, over the years, given my cell phone number to several Goldstar fathers around the country. And I just talked to Terry Burgess, for example, yesterday. He's in Texas. He's a Goldstar father, and he has an organization that has retreats for Goldstar families and
nice.
for husbands and wives. And so I told him, I said, I'd like to sponsor a husband and wife to come to this year's retreat. He says, well, we're already booked. So we're gonna sponsor a family next year, 2027, a husband and wife.
Nice.
But this year we're actually sponsoring a Goldstar mom, Beth Haley. She works for Mission Barbecue. She is the Goldstar liaison for the entire company with Mission Barbecue. She's always wanted to go to Arlington at Christmas to lay a wreath at her son's grave.
Wow.
She hasn't been able to because she doesn't make a great deal of money. So this year we told her, we're going to send you to Arlington, and her son's grave is actually right next to my son's grave.
Oh, God.
Like just a few feet away. So we'll all be there together. We're going to pay her way. We're going to make sure that she gets first class everything.
That's awesome.
So that's just some of the things that our organization does. As far as these new soldiers are concerned, the first thing that my wife and I do for those families is to pray for the families, because people don't realize what they're going to be going through. Many times these families have to fly to Washington, D.C. They have to go to, Dover, Delaware. I'm sorry. They go to Dover, Delaware. There's a Fisher's house there, and these new families will go there to receive their sons on the tarmac at Dover Air Force Base. It's called a dignified transfer, which my wife and I had to do, and I've got to tell you, it's nightmarish. I still think about that, and seeing my son's casket coming off the back of an airplane, and there was 7 other soldiers that night that came home, and so we're cognizant of the fact that these families are going to be going through a literal emotional hell for the next several years.
Yeah.
It just doesn't go away. It's been 15 years for me and my wife, and there's times where we just, we've got to just have a good cry, or sometimes we have a good laugh. We think about the great things that Frankie did, and, he was a great kid. He had a master's degree in business. He could have been an officer right out of boot camp, but he chose to be a non-commissioned officer and go in. He said, Dad, I know I'll be an officer someday, but I just want to serve so that my guys, when I get to become an officer, they'll know that I've been where they're at. And that's just the way he thought. You can't argue with that.
Nope.
I mean, it's very commendable,
Yep.
So this is what we do, and my wife and I are just very excited to have this great golf tournament. And then after the tournament's over, we look forward to helping other people. That's really what it's all about.
Yep.
It's not about the money. It's not about any of that, because nobody on our staff. We have a board. We have a board of 8 members, and nobody receives one dime. When my wife and I go to Arlington, we pay our own way. I go twice a year because I'm invited to sing at a huge event with Wreaths Across America. Every year they invite me to sing. They have 1,000 people there.
That's
it's a
awesome.
big dinner, and so we pay our own way every time. So we don't make any money on this. There are a lot of organizations out there. You have to vet them.
Yeah.
And I ask people that are listening, please don't just give just because these people are pulling on your heartstrings.
Right.
Okay? Give after you vet them. Find out where the money is going. Right. Follow the money.
Always.
And so, I belong to the Florida Veterans Coalition, and that's a big deal with us.
That's amazing. So Craig Goss, goldstar.awareness.com. We got, unfortunately, the show's over here in just a couple of seconds, so I want to make sure we get that out to everybody one more time. Craig, thank you so much for coming on the show. Such an amazing cause. We will be at the tournament. We will be pushing this out on our social media. Again, goldstar.awareness.com, and our hearts go out to the 4 new Gold Star families. And hopefully that will be the end for now. And if you have the means to give or you have the ability to play, please do so. goldstar.awareness.com. Thanks, Sen.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, Frank.
Thank you, Craig.
God bless you guys.
God bless you, Craig. You guys have a great week on the Business Happy Hour. We'll see you next week. Oh, man. Never fails. Craig comes in.